So today we're going to do some of the final touches on the very special Governor Schwarzenegger Humidor. The governor signed it in gold ink, and it's nearly complete. What we have to do is inlay today this key cover here before it goes to the Colombian artist, who's going to hand paint on the front of this humidor, the California capital. So that's what we're going to do today. It's a careful operation. Basically we want the keyhole to disappear, and by inlaying this, the artist can paint over it. So the center of the California Capitol dome will be the entrance for the special Governor Schwarzenegger Key, which has a picture of the California Capitol on one side and the signature on the other. So let's get to it. Have to make sure I don't cut too far, only to the pencil line. As with all fine woodworking, easy does it. We have to take our time. And what we want to do is make it absolutely perfectly flat, and we do it on a perfectly milled flat stone, granite stone, which they use in machine shops, metalworking places. So what we do is we place the lid, come in closer, we place the lid on the stone, and probably for the next hour we will be sanding it back and forth to get it so the lid is perfectly flat. We do this with all our humidors. It's all 24 karat gold leaf here. So the perfectionist that we are, I'm happy with this. It's the keyhole is perfectly flat, and we can sand it to level it up. What we have to do today is make sure it's 100% Daniel Marshall perfect. And you can see we have the artist Juan Rosillo, a very well-known Colombian sculptor and artist here in Los Angeles, who's received many awards by the city of Los Angeles. There's a little bit of paint overspill, so this box can only be perfect. And now one of the most critical final operations. We have to make sure the key will fit, and it looks as if the artist has a little bit too much paint, which prohibits the key from entering into the keyhole. So I'll remove it carefully. That should do it. It's all a delicate operation. So you want to come in close, and we have one chance to get it right. The glue we use is permanent. The glue is actually stronger than the wood. So if you have to remove it, the wood comes with it ruins the humidor. So every step at this stage can ruin this humidor. So Van and I are being very careful. So we have some very strong 3M tape and magnets that hold this digital meter in place. Our humidors are built to last generations, so what we're doing every day here in the Daniel Marshall factory is meant to last. We want our humidors to last hundreds of years. We're going to put the final parts in the special Governor Schwarzenegger Humidor. It's our special digital hygrometer which measures humidity and temperature. So we make a nice attractive wooden frame for it. So what we're going to do is add very carefully a little bit of glue. With our kind of work, it's always not too much, not too little. You really have to find the sweet spot. This process is installing the Daniel Marshall humidification element into the humidor, and just to have a black plastic piece showing on the humidor would definitely not be suitable. So we built a beautiful wooden cover that we attach onto the humidor, and then this is what we call our sliding wood cover. So right now we want to make sure that it is perfectly centered. People don't realize our humidors take over 4 months to make, and each day and each operation could ruin the piece. So we all have to take our time, very meditative kind of process. But you can only think about one thing, the humidor. We make the humidors pretty much the same way that we have since we started in 1982. There we go. We don't want too much glue because we do not want it to overspill on the inside or the outside. In every Daniel Marshall humidor is over 100 individual production steps. This is the one that authenticates it as a Daniel Marshall humidor. It's the Daniel Marshall nameplate. You can equate it to putting a label in a piece of expensive clothing. This guarantees it's a Daniel Marshall humidor. And so we don't want to just place this inside here. We have to find a way to pull it out. So what we do is we attach a ribbon onto the back. So we peel off the double stick tape. There's one side of the ribbon which we've treated. That's the treated end. So let's see, it's going to set in that way. And we take care of the gluing. always keeping in mind, what do I have to do to make sure that it lasts forever? That there's enough glue and it's pressed hard enough and firm enough that it actually becomes one with the wood. That's what you want. So we've installed the black plastic humidification system, Danny Marsh humidification system. The wooden cover slides down over on top. Looks much nicer. Now we have our magnetic marking calendar, we call it. A series of 12 numbers to signify each month of the calendar year. So there's 2 small magnets that come with every humidor that can be placed on the month that you install or add the special care solution, and then 6 months later you need to add 1 ounce more. So it's a reminder for the maintenance of the humidor. There's very little maintenance of the Daniel Marshall humidor, just once every 6 months you add 1 ounce of the solution, which is a glycerin water solution that we make here in the factory. And this gold printed magnetic strip on this humidor will go down in the far left corner. So I'm happy it's done and quite proud of this piece. One of our most special humidors that we've created. It has a nice compartment underneath the tray, which the cigars can be neatly sorted. This is an all Spanish cedar lined ripped out tray here. It's got the special key, got all the parts, got the instruction manual, and I think it is ready to clean up and get the final pack. It looks so the humidor is finished. I'm pleased with it. It's a very beautiful detail of the California Capitol painted by Juan Rosillo. It has a 24 karat gold leaf, hand carved wooden governor seal, which is marked 38th Governor of the State of California, which was Governor Schwarzenegger's California governor. All hand engraved. The People's Governor. Governor Schwarzenegger was known during his 2 terms as being the People's Governor, and hand signed by Arnold in gold ink.